A species within a species. Life on Earth has existed for approximately 3.5 to 3.8 billion years, and for most of that time, it consisted of single-celled prokaryotes. However, at some point, these single-celled organisms began to form multicellular complexes, eventually leading to more complex life forms. Although the major diversification of multicellular animals, metazoans, occurred around 600 to 650 million years ago, the exact timing of the first multicellular eukaryote is still uncertain and could go back as far as a billion years or more. If we were to compress Earth's timeline into a single hour, multicellular life would emerge only within the last 15 minutes. The exact mechanisms behind this transition to multicellularity remain debated. Some theories suggest that single cells divided while maintaining contact with their sister cells, while others propose that separate cells aggregated to form multicellular structures. This shift from single-cell to multicellular life occurred independently multiple times throughout history. Interestingly, we see echoes of this process today in various organisms, such as protists, yeast, and bacteria, especially in response to stress or resource scarcity. While multicellularity brings advantages such as division of labor and protection from predators, it also has costs. Multicellular organisms grow more slowly and must share resources, unlike single-celled organisms that can hoard resources. These trade-offs help us understand the evolutionary scenarios that allowed stable multicellularity to arise. However, they also hint that multicellular organisms still harbor the potential for single-cell behavior. This behavior can manifest in cancer, where a single cell, through mutation, escapes the confines of its multicellular role and begins living as a single-celled organism once again. Cancer cells act like invasive species within a species, disrupting the body's healthy ecosystem and often rendering it uninhabitable. If we isolate these cancer cells and grow them in a laboratory, they can sustain life indefinitely. Like other organisms, they evolve, driven by mutations and natural selection. In this way, cancer represents a speciation event that is intrinsically linked to multicellularity and the return to unicellularity. Cancer arises independently in nearly all multicellular organisms, forming through unique genetic alterations in individual cells. As cancer cells mutate and accumulate genomic alterations, they create a diverse population subjected to evolutionary pressures within the body. This diversity fuels convergent evolution towards certain traits essential for cancer survival and reproduction, similar to how traits like flight or vision evolved independently across different species. Cancer cells exhibit phenotypic convergence despite significant genetic heterogeneity, underscoring the strong selective pressures within the body. Factors such as age, chemical exposure, and immune system changes can create a cancer-friendly environment. Once cancer cells establish themselves, they continue to evolve in response to their environment, adapting to varying levels of resources, mechanical stress, oxygen, and immune system attacks. The dynamic ecosystem of the body selects for cancer cells with traits necessary for survival and proliferation. Cancer's origin is often a quiet process, unnoticed by the host until it has progressed significantly. Cancer cells can divide, die, mutate, and be killed, but the host is usually unaware. It often takes many cell divisions before cancer is detectable with modern imaging techniques, and even more before it causes symptoms. By the time a tumor is detected, it may contain billions of cells, some of which may have already spread to other parts of the body. Cancer is not just shaped by its environment, it also actively shapes it. Cancer cells remodel their surroundings, secrete signals, and interact with other cells to create a niche that suits their needs. In this way, cancer cells can be compared to beavers that alter the landscape to better suit their survival. In summary, cancer is a highly adaptable species within a species, driven by genetic and epigenetic dysfunctions that create population diversity. This work will delve deeper into how cancer species evolve, drawing from various scientific disciplines to explore genetic mechanisms, selection pressures, and ecological paradigms that guide cancer's behavior. Above all, we hope this work highlights the importance of interdisciplinary collaboration to combat cancer's lethal return to unicellularity. If you like my video, please like, subscribe, and share.